If you've been wearing the same hairstyle and colour for over a decade and really want to get out of your haircut rut, but are too scared or just don't know where to start, then our resident beauty editor, Trudy Brewer, is here to help. Good morning, Trudy. You're sporting a little bit of a new do today.
Oh, I've had the hot brush out this morning, straightened it. See, the thing is, you don't have to make a major change. I always say to people, a haircut's not life-threatening. It'll grow.
That is so true. The number of times I have cut a fringe and then regretted it instantly. Hair is a tricky topic though, Trudy, and some people are very much attached to their own style and how they look. How do you know if you're in a rut?
Well, I think if you look at a school photo of yourself in like primer two and you've got the same hair that you had when you're at school, you're in a rut. The thing is, the rut is because you're nervous, and you're nervous because you don't trust somebody to do it. You've got to find someone you trust. You have to be speaking the same language with your hairstylist. Also, if you walk into that salon and sit in the chair and just go same as normal, how boring is that for your stylist? They're not going to actually try and get you out of a rut. So I think look at photos of yourself 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, and if you've got the same haircut, it's time for a change.
Oh, that's hilarious. So, how do you eliminate that fear of change? How do you take the first step?
Look, it doesn't have to be a major thing. I mean, your experience with a fringe was not a good one, you said, but just a fringe can work. Strategically placed highlights around your face can do amazing things for how you look, and it's not a massive change. Learning how to style your hair differently, regardless of the cut, can actually be enough to push you out of your comfort zone and try something new. I mean, there is really only four major hair looks, and you can, make changes within them, but it's short, mid-length bob, a long lob, which is a long bob, or long. It's what you do within that shape that can make a big difference to how you look.
Okay, so tell me, how do I start in choosing a new style? Where do I look?
Well, first off, you've got to go to Instagram and Pinterest. But what you've got to do when you find that hairstyle is put your thumb over the face of the woman that's wearing it, because that's not how you're going to look. You just look at the hair, because that's a little trap. People look at that woman and they go, I want to be like her, I'm channeling her. But you're not necessarily going to pull off her fashion style either. So just look at the hair. Like I said, find someone you trust. Arm yourself with a whole lot of research and photos. It might be that you want three different things that are in one haircut from three different looks, and then go to a salon and get some great advice. Fun fact, stylists know what they're doing. They train for 4 years to be hairdressers. Would you do your own plumbing? Would you do your own electricity work at home? It's the same thing. Go to a stylist you trust. Lay yourself bare, say, this is my styling capability, this is what I can and can't do, this is my lifestyle, this is my fashion, I'm very casual or I'm not, or I'm in an office or I'm not, and try and get them to work with you to create a style that you can manage at home.
Finding a flattering or a fashionable shade can be quite tricky. The term warm just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't want reddish hair. It doesn't look good on me. So how do we find a flattering colour for us?
Well, you see, your interpretation of warm and your stylists will be completely different. And when it comes to colour, colours range from 1, which is black, through to 10, which is blonde. And then there's a reflect to consider. And that's usually, for example, my hair is a natural 7, which is a dark blonde, but it's a reflect 1, which is not warm. I like a cool colour. So you've got to consider those things where you can sit down with a stylist and you can go through a colour chart and look. Now, in saying that, I think as you get older, your hair should be lighter, slightly lighter, because you lose a lot of colour from your skin as you get older. And, I don't know if you ever see women who've got very black hair and they might be in their 60s, it accentuates every line on their face. Whereas if you soften around the frame of your face with some lighter colour, it's much more flattering. Now, we've all been through lockdown and we've all coloured our hair at home. So if you're continuing to do that and you're nervous, stick to either 2 shades lighter than your natural colour or two shades darker. And that's a really good rule where you won't go wrong, or too wrong where it ends up being a disaster.
You've got 2 new products to share with us, Trudy, today.
I have. Now, the first one sent in this week I don't know if you can see it because it's a very reflective bottle, but it's from Colour Wow, and they are a solution-based styling brand. They launched the beauty dust that was in, to cover your grey originally. This is great. I've used it for the last 3 days. It's actually like a waterproof coating that goes over your hair. You put it in once it's shampooed, towel dried, and you blow dry it in. It's heat activated, and it seals your hair and takes away all the frizz. And I'm actually blown away by it because I thought at first, oh yeah, whatever. Anyway, I put it in, tried it. It's amazing. And the other two I've got are actually new shampoos. Now, styling your hair starts with what you use in the shower. If you've got very fine hair, you need something to boost that volume. If you've got very thick, curly hair, you need something to calm it down. So this dragon fruit shampoo is an antioxidant boost for your hair. So for coloured hair, it's brilliant for protecting fading. And the other one, a big buzz in beauty right now, and we've talked about this before, is Hask. And this one's got hemp oil and agave in it. Now, for anyone that's got dry, dehydrated hair, this is brilliant because hemp oil actually seals each strand of your hair and protects it, keeping the moisture in and the frizz out. So that's another goodie as well. So I think, thinking about a new look, a new colour, you do need to consider what you're using in the shower with your shampoo and conditioner as well. It's a little tip of mine that I think is a goodie.
Wonderful tips. As always, Trudy, nice to see you.
Well, nice to see you too.
Well, for more from Trudy, head to her website beautyeq.co.nz.